House of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, take us to the place where we can be just who we are. And it's alright in the house of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, open up the door to the place where we walk by faith and not by sight. Through the house of love and light. House of love, the house of love and light. The house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. House of love and light. House of love and light.
Good morning, my beloved House of Love and Light community. Wow, that was intense. There were some technical difficulties, and just pretty much right on time. We almost got started at 11:11. I think it was 11:12. So forgive me. But I'm so joyful to join with you, commune with you, to be a beacon for good today. Today we're going to talk about recognizing and clarifying the truth with a capital T. We are all well aware of the conditions of the world right now, and yesterday I was honored to be a part of a Shabbat service with Rachel Can, a very longtime friend of mine and poet, who said that this is not a Band-Aid. This is a vitamin. So this morning, I'm going to be focusing on feeding us with good illumination of the heart and prayer and meditation, music and love. So I just want to start with some light. I'm going to lift us up. First of all, let me see who's on here and say hi to some people. Good morning, Jill, Laura, Jen, Sarah, Cindy, Sabra, Jenna, anybody who's watching. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so freaking happy that you're here and that we're together. I worked really hard on this week to try to create a space for us to be uplifted, and I stick to that mission. I stick to that mission of trying to nourish us, fortify us with some spiritual food, and uplift us and make us feel good, and then to inspire you to be your highest and best you. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and start with a chant. Uplift us and feel good, and then I'm getting it together. I think that happened so that I could just not take myself and this so seriously. Whew, it's a serious time, right? So we're all sort of super serious. And for good reason, and for good reason. But let's light it up. I light up the world with my light. I light up the world with my light. Sing it with me. I light up the world with my light. I light up the world with my light. You light up the world, come on. You light up the world with your light. Yes, you do. You light up the world with your light. You light up the world with your light. You light up the world with your light. Are you feeling this? Because I think we need to pump it up to the we, because we're in the we moment. Come on. We light up the world with our light. 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 Or I break it down, I light it up. Come on. I light up the world with my light. Hey, come on. I light up the world with my light. 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 All right, I need some grounding. I don't know about you, but I definitely need some grounding. So hi, Elena, Cecilia, Sally, anybody else who's watching who hasn't said hello, just so you know, unless you say hello, I won't know you're there. So let me just check on I have a watch party going on my other page and see if I can see any other friends and say hello. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing? Let's check in. Let's do a check-in and see how everybody's doing. Yeah. Okay. So I'm. It's a day of technical difficulty. It's a full moon. Is that what it is? Full moon in Sagittarius. You Sagittarians out there, what are you doing to us? Okay. I don't know what's happening. I tried. I tried to start watch parties like 3 times this morning. Hi, Patricia. Hello, Emmy. Hello, Jessica. My love. Okay, let's just go into prayer because I think I need it. Yeah, to ground and center and get ready for all this beautiful good stuff that's coming. I see a Stringer on here. John Stringer. We're going to hear from him today. Troy, Danny. Hello, everybody. So let's get some chanting going on, remembering that we are the light of the world and that we are here to light it up. Yes. I am holy light. I am holy light. I am holy light. I'm one with God. I am one with God. Join me singing, I am holy light. I am holy light. Yeah, come on. I am holy light. I am holy light. I'm one with God. I am one with God. How about I am strength and love? Join me singing. I am strength and love. Name it, claim it. Come on. I am strength and love. I am strength and love. I'm one with God. I am one with God. Okay, let us pray. There is one power, one presence, one light, one life. It is good, it is God, it is here, it is now. It is expressing through me, it is expressing through this gathering together of spirits to raise the vibration, to recognize and clarify the divine in all things. We know we uplift, we know that we see the truth, we know that we are here to be the change, to be the transformation, to be the ones who help others to see that truth. Educate, raise up, bring out any ignorance, just stamp out the greed. We are here to be the generosity, to be the love, to be the light. That is why we are the house of love and light. So we sing, I am holy light. I am holy light. We say, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. I am, come on, holy light. Thanks, Jen. I am holy light. I am one with God. Come on. I am one with God. Let's add the we. Let's say we are strength and love. We are strength and love. That's right. Come on. We are strength and love. We are strength and love. We are one with God. We are one with God and the goddess and the universe and creative intelligence. We are one with love. We are one with love. Come on. We are one with love. Good morning, Melanie. Good morning, everyone here with me. I'm so blessed to be here with you on this Sunday. The Lord's Day, everybody. Okay, so now that we're grounded and centered, let's breathe. And let's take a moment to acknowledge the Black Lives Matter movement. And it's happening all over the world. And it just is so amazing. I wanted to read a post from Diane Terry, who watches every Sunday. She is a wise elder, and she is a white woman who posted this on her Facebook. And it just brought me to tears, and I wanted to share it. She said, "My plan in my white privilege is to join my black and brown sisters and brothers in solidarity until equality is achieved. With the help of God, I'll kneel, donate, listen, march, educate myself, speak out, protest, support minority-owned businesses, vote, pray, protect, and defend in any way possible. Suggestions for other ways to help are invited." I was just really moved, so shout out to Diane. And I think that's the perfect introduction to a video that I created to a John Stringer song. I know you're watching, John. I love you so much. John is a New Thought teacher, artist, author, singer, songwriter, husband, father, and friend to several people watching. We love you so much. You are all around an amazing being. And here is the world premiere of We Matter.
I must let you know that we matter. Tell these people all that we matter. Gotta face the truth somehow. We matter. Change what we do right now. We matter. It's a history of pain. Whoa. Separation, it's insane. Have you bought into the lies? Black, white, whatever, never a reason to despise. We're all part of the human race, one humanity, a truth we must face. If we don't learn to love each other, then we can't learn to forgive one another. Time to move on to a new way of being. The only solution is a new way of seeing. Yeah, I must let you know that we matter. Tell these people all that we matter. Gotta face the truth somehow. Change what we do right now. We matter. See you with the eyes of love. See you with your heart. Let go of separation. We can all make a new start. If we all come together. If we make love a norm. No matter what the border. No matter where you're from. Then how can we let our fellow men suffer in poverty? How can we let our brothers and sisters die from greed? How can we let our mothers and fathers go uncared for? And how can we let our children live in the world of war? that you know that we matter.
John Stringer, oh my God. That song has been, that along with the Amy Bishop and Gary Lynn Floyd song that you're going to hear later, have been lodged in my mind. I like wake up with that song, and some of the images were really intense there. So just place some hand on your heart and just take a deep breath. And we honor this, what's happening right now. Okay, I would like to introduce Sarah. She's going to do the candle lighting for us today. We honor all spiritual paths here at House of Love and Light. So here to recognize that is Sarah.
I light a candle for the Eastern religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism, that teach us about harmony, karma, and the way. I light a candle for Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, teaching us about tradition, forgiveness, and surrender. I light a candle for ancient wisdom and new thought traditions, including indigenous teaching, shamanism, paganism, science of mind, new age spirituality, teaching us to root and expand. I light a candle for the great mystery, the eternal question, the not knowing. Namaste, and so it is. Amen.
Good morning, Hala. My name's Hunter Tolman, and today I'm going to share some gratitude. First of all, it's Sunday morning, so I'm so grateful for Pancake Sunday. That's what happens in my house on Sunday mornings. I'm grateful to have this beautiful home to have those in. I'm grateful for my lovely husband who's filming this and our beautiful dog Tuna Fish sitting beside him. I'm also grateful for our family and our growing family and the excitement that's coming our way. I'm grateful for my spiritual community here in San Diego. That's Universal Spirit Center. I know many of you are watching. And I'm so grateful to all of you that are watching, the spiritual community of Hala that I've been able to connect to as well. That no matter where you are, thousands of miles away, I know we're connected here in love. And I'm so grateful to know that love is all there is. I'm so grateful to know that no matter what's going on outside, in our neighborhoods, in our communities, is that at the root of it is love. It is love wanting to express. It is love expressing, because love is all there is. For that, I am so grateful. And what are you grateful for?
Well, I'm grateful to post this picture of Hunter and Johnny and Tuna Fish. That is their dog. Can you even? Every time I look at it, I die and come back to life. So today I'm grateful. I invite you to let's list some gratitude. I'm so worked up and nervous because of all the technical difficulties and still trying to ground, and we're almost like halfway through this thing. So just breathing. But let's talk about gratitude. I'm grateful for an open mind. I'm grateful for education. I'm grateful for being teachable. I'm grateful for growth. I'm so grateful for friends, that we can chew things up together and help each other learn through this time. I'm grateful for this community here, people that come Sunday after Sunday, who give Sunday after Sunday. You know, this is my full-time thing right now, so everything that you give helps me literally pay my bills. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to create. I'm so grateful for community. I'm grateful for Asheville. I'm grateful for San Diego. I feel really, really emotional right now because I'm so overwhelmed with gratitude for this life, this opportunity just to be, just to be. Like every day when I wake up, I just say, thank you, God, for another day, And when I think about the folks who didn't get that opportunity that we've been shown these past few weeks, it just, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. All right. Here to lighten us up a little bit is our favorite thing Ash Ruiz. Ash Ruiz is a teacher, and I love you, Ash. So today the theme is recognize and clarify. So every week I tell him the theme that I'm going to be talking about, and he gives me his 2 cents, and I share it with you. So here is Ash Ruiz.
Hello there, beautiful ones. Ash Ruiz here. Just smelling the roses, beloved. Thank you, Amy. To recognize, to clarify. You better recognize. Why don't we take a few seconds to recognize how supported we are right now, even before any atom changes. Notice the chair or the couch you're sitting on. Notice that you're either standing or lying or sitting. The oxygen in the atmosphere. Notice everything about the structure you're in, or the place, the planet you're on, being held in its orbit by all of its surrounding celestial brothers and sisters. Ooh, beloved. Yes, you may want a sign. You may want a particular experience. And even before any of that happens, if you're just willing to rest in the lap of the universe you're already sitting on, you're willing to rest in the arms of the loving intelligence that is already holding you, then the heart can relax, mind can relax. And in that, clarification is that much more easier. We get to be really honest about what it is we want. We get to be really present to notice where it is our heart breaks. And in all those beautiful places, our why becomes clearer and clearer. Our intention clearer and clearer. Ooh, recognize, clarify. Let's have a Hafez moment from the book, The Gift. To build a swing, you carry all the ingredients to turn your life into a nightmare. Don't do it. Don't mix them up now, beloved. You have all the genius to build a swing in your backyard for God. That sounds like a hell of a lot more fun. Let's start laughing, drawing blueprints, gathering our talented friends. I will help you with my divine harp and drum. Hafez will sing 1,000 words you can take into your hands like golden saws, silver hammers, polished teakwood, strong silk rope. You, beloved, carry all the ingredients to turn your existence into joy. Mix them up now, baby. Mix them all up.
Mix them up. Mix them up, babe. Every week I write us a chant or a song. Here's this week's. We recognize we're in a trying time. We recognize there's a groundswell rising. We recognize transformation. We recognize a changing nation. We recognize with my words in my mind. I recognize what I seek, I find. I recognize the path ahead. I recognize the dream ain't dead. Recognize there's hope on the horizon. How history ties in. I recognize we are on the edge. I recognize I need to be spiritually fed. Hey, hey, do you know what I mean? I need some food. You want to sing it with me? Here it goes. We recognize we're in a trying time. We recognize there's a groundswell rising. We recognize transformation. We recognize a changing nation. recognize the world is turning. Recognize the world is learning. I recognize the good and the shit. I recognize the divine in all of it. I recognize a change in thought. I recognize truth being taught. I recognize we are doing our part. I recognize we are using our art. I recognize we are paying attention. I recognize divine dissension. I recognize the divine in this. I recognize the seismic shift. All right, you might know it by now. Come on, sing it with me one more time. We recognize. Here we go. I said, we recognize we're in a trying time. Yeah, we recognize there's a groundswell rising. We recognize, yeah, transformation. We recognize a changing nation. We recognize we're in a trying time. We recognize there's a groundswell rising. We recognize, yes we do, transformation. We recognize a changing nation. You better recognize. Let's also clarify. What's the world we want to see? Let's clarify, what do we want to be? How is it best to help now? We want to clarify what we will and will not allow. We want to clarify when enough is enough and clarify how to best give and be the love. Amen? Women, ashe, and so it is. Now is the time for us to focus on what is possible. This month at House of Love and Light, the theme is innovation. So this idea that if we are engaged in any proximity to new thought philosophies, we're at the cutting edge of human consciousness. So what we're doing here is spiritual innovation. We're spiritual activists, behind the scenes dreaming priestesses, prayer warriors, working for the glory of it. We're seeing and knowing the truth of the divine, knowing the unfolding at its highest and best, asking for guidance, knowing the path, being present to the small r reality, and also being witness to the large capital R reality, the one beautiful presence holding the whole wide world in her hands. Again, this is not a spiritual bypass. This is not a Band-Aid. This right here is a vitamin, okay? So today we're going to recognize and clarify. And the theme, the theme for the whole month is innovation, but the sub theme is recognize and clarify. So I want to just quickly explain like how I prepared for our time together in terms of like the House of Love and Light in general. This whole shenanigans of me like being at a computer and like talking to you and making slides and things like that all began in April, like right at the start of quarantine. I lost a job and my heart was broken. We'll go into that at some point. But God is good, and I tapped in and decided that I was going to do my own thing here. And, you know, April, when we started, is the start of the astrological wheel. Now, astrology is considered a pseudoscience. So, you know, it's pretty much proven to not be true at all. But I think it's a fun playground to grasp the human experience. It's been studied for many, many years. I like looking at the elements and astronomy. And you know what? It was probably a Capricorn. They called it a pseudoscience. Just kidding. Anyway, but I think, you know, if the moon can move the tides, it's going to affect the placenta. I don't know. Anyway, so each month I picked a book that came to me when I thought about the energy of that month, the energy of that sign. So for instance, for April, we read The Alchemist, and the theme was alchemy because Aries season, shout out to my Arieses out there. Aries is one about fire and action. And for May, I picked for Taurus season, which is a season of steady, strong discipline. I picked comfortable with uncertainty and Buddhism. And then now here we are. I cannot believe this is our third month together doing this. It is June. I can't believe it's June. So Geminis, hello Geminis, hi Geminis. So whenever I think of Gemini, because like I started studying astrology when I was in high school, and Geminis to me are the communicators of the zodiac. I always think they're the communicators, and think about that. We are talking, yeah? And I'm about to be really goofy right now because if we keep talking, if we communicate, we can eradicate hate. I know, it's so goofy, but say it with me. If we communicate, we can eradicate hate. Oh, come on, one more time. If we communicate, we can eradicate hate. Yeah. So let's keep communicating. And how we communicate and how we like to pray and how we like to be is, present and positive. And that's what we'll learn in this book that is this month's book, which is This Thing Called Life by Ernest Holmes. Now, Ernest Holmes, if you don't know who he is the founder of a thing called religious science, which sounds terrible because it sounds like Scientology. But I kind of like it because I like religion and I like science. So this book will help us to dig into our communication, to heal this nation with collaboration and demonstration. I will stop with the Asians. I'm sorry. Again, I'm a goofball. So today's sub-theme is recognize and clarify. And Ernest Holmes, from this book, I encourage you to get this book. It's so good. Ernest Holmes says this, just as an individual can change his destiny by revamping his thought processes, so when a sufficient number of group change their trends of thought, the conduct of that group will also become changed. It's a tipping point. He's talking about the tipping point. I'm burping. I'm late. I'm a mess. Whatever. Tipping point. It's not about me. For 1 minute, it's not about me. Tipping point is that magic moment when an idea, trend, or social behavior crosses the threshold, tips, and spreads like wildfire. I'm going to read it again. The tipping point is that magic moment when an idea, trend, social behavior crosses a threshold, tips, and spreads like wildfire. We recognize the divine in all that is unfolding. We take some time to recognize the divine in this, magnify, enlarge the awareness of the shift that's happening right here in this country, in this planet, in this time. Change is happening. It's powerful to recognize. The word recognize, defined by Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is to acknowledge formally. So let's formally acknowledge what's present right here, right now in our society. Community-based, community-oriented organization has never in the history of the entire world been so participatory. In all 50 states and many countries, people have been activated with a passion for justice, equality, equanimity. It's astounding to bear witness just to be alive right now. Let's just get in that energy and recognize the energy of what is possible. We all know our favorite preacher, Albert Einstein. He said, imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited to all we know now and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and all there will ever be to know and understand. So let's imagine some possible futures. Let's just take a moment. Let's just take a moment to use this religious science stuff. Imagine a world, just imagine it, where there is accessibility to health care and food for all people. Accountability for our law enforcement and government. Equality in our social experiences and expressions, a true acknowledgement of our beautiful diversity, and at the same time, coming together as a collective humanity to say enough is enough. We get to use our radical imagination. This is a phrase that I heard while listening to the town hall this week, and this is our radical, we get to, as spiritual activists, gather together, connect and uplift and get really clear, get the clarity on what this world that we want looks like, not what the world is right now, not the conditions right now, but what the world we want. And let's get the feeling tone of it going. Let's clear up our vision of what we see the world. It's a world, I feel really emotional, where human life is valued. And love leads the way with compassionate systems that empower everyone to be fully expressed. It is a place where people feel loved, cared for. People are connected and kind. I declare a world where people take care of themselves and each other, and they see the world as precious. I see a world where we treat the world as precious. I vision a world where there's no poverty, no homelessness, nobody goes without food or health care. I see a world that's giving and loving, a peaceful and joyful world. I want to see the world through eyes of faithful, grateful knowing. and that knowing that my words are powerful. And just me speaking these words into the environment does something right now. Right now. So I ask you, and I really want you to get a little crazy here right now, because this is a little woo. I know I'm way out in the woo, but I'm not going to apologize for being in the woo, because this is what I want to study and this is my path. They say pick a path and stick to it. Religious science and this new thought philosophy is what I want to be in. So right now, what I want you to do with me in the comments is your vision of the world. Again, not what is happening now, but what you want to see, what you wish to see. And let's say it in the present and positive. And you know what? That might be a little bit too much for some people watching. So let's do this. What are you open to seeing? What are you open to seeing? I'm open to seeing goodness. I'm open to seeing helping people. I'm open. I see joining together. Please, I want you to take a moment here. Take some visions and tell me, justice is spreading like wildflower. I love that, Troy. Give me more, you guys. Come on, speak to it. I see a world. As we speak it, we create it. We activate the possibility in our mind's eye. Call me freaky deaky, but I believe there is a power and a presence, and it can use me right now, and it can use us. It can use us with these words. Peace, peaceful. Oh, all right, Mom. Yes. No, you tried and you didn't fail. You took those next steps. All sentient beings are valued and respected. This is one step at a time. I see abundance for all. I love that, Cecilia. A female U.S. president of color. Name it, claim it, declare it. Equality. Equality. Embrace the woo. We are sowing the seeds of justice and revolution. I see the world of universal love, which creates the world. Oneness, total equality. I know there's people in the other wash party too. I wonder what they're saying. Let me just check real quick. What else are you guys seeing? Rising up together in love. Lorraine, mama. I see a world where Black children have access to good quality education. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, you all. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. God, I just love this fucking community. All right. Reclaimed fertile land for Native American tribes, a world where every child is nurtured to grow to the highest vision. The world is precious, all people in the animal kingdom, all living things. You guys, come on. I just got full body chills. Whew. How can you communicate with clarity to those around you who might be ignorant or stuck in the old paradigm? Now is the time for us to use our gifts and our talents to rise up, to create that world that works for all people. You know, how God uses me is my voice. And so I would like to sing a song of mine called Summoning. And I'd like to dedicate it out there to everybody who feels like they get knocked down again and again. And I want to tap into that place, that inner phoenix. God, I'm so I did get my period this morning, so I'm sure that's part of it, but I just want to sob. That reservoir of strength and courage and power that lives right in the seed of possibility. So you guys ready? I'm going to sing you a song. This is Summoning. Produced. Oh, this is my production, actually. I produced this track. But on my record, Shine Be Glorious, it was produced by Ross Cooper. The black cloak of night cover me. Stars in my heart will only shine more brightly. Throw me into the fire. I will rise higher and higher. It is the essence of human nature to rise up into the sky. This mountain ain't nothing under my feet. This heartache ain't nothing that I can't meet. This struggle is nothing in my mind. Come on and knock me down. Only summoning me to stay. Let the warm dirt of earth cover me, cover me. Tone of my soul will only ring more brightly. Throw me into the water, I will walk on top of the slaughter. It is the essence of the human nature to rise up into the sky. This mountain ain't nothing under my feet. This heartache ain't nothing that I can't beat. This struggle is nothing in my fine hands. So come on, and knock me down. You're only summoning me to stand. Hey, this terror is nothing beneath my faith. And this madness is nothing that I can't take. This struggle is nothing in my hands. Come on, and knock me down. You're only summoning me to stand. Come on. Summoning, summoning. Summoning, summoning. Throw me into the fire. I will rise higher and higher. It is the essence of the human nature to rise up into the sky. Come on. Ain't nothing under my feet. This heartache ain't nothing that I can't meet with my heartbeat. Oh yeah. Well, this struggle is nothing in my fine hands. So come on, and knock me down. You're only summoning me to stand. This terror is nothing beneath my faith. This madness is nothing that I can't take. This struggle is nothing in my praying hand. But come on, and knock me down. You're only helping me. Knock me down. You're only teaching me. Knock me down. You're only summoning me to stand. Silence is violence, y'all. So stand up, be heard, communicate, and recognize, clarify the divine wherever you see it. Call out the gifts. Call out the connection. Summoning. Call to the rising awareness. Summoning. Call out the ways that we can keep moving forward toward a world that values each and every one of us as a child of God. Amen. Jenna is going to talk to you about conscious giving, and then we have other things. I have a meditation, but there's also, you must stick around because there's a tool for the week, and there's a brand new chant by Amy Bishop and Gary Lynn Floyd that they recorded for us this week that you are just going to love. And so here is Jenna telling us about why it's a good idea to give. It is. It's a great idea. And anybody who's watching on the rewatch too, I want to thank you for giving now as well.
Hi, I'm Jenna. I welcome you right now into a time of conscious giving, where we come into our own hearts, into our own space, and to have an energy exchange as Amy has given to us today and in these past months. I would ask you to reach into your heart, into a giving space, and see what you can give back in the form of conscious monetary energy that will come back to you tenfold. Any bit helps. $1, $5, $10, $20. What is in your heart? What is in your spirit? What can you release so that Amy can release back to us? I appreciate it. And in this time of meditation, to just open your heart and open space that will return to you as well. Blessed be.
Thank you, Jenna. I just smile when I watch these videos that people make. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, John Stringer, for that beautiful song. Thank you, Amy and Gary. Thank you, Myron Stam, for creating this music that you're hearing behind me. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'd like you to keep your eyes open for just a 1.5 minute meditation for all of us to just lift ourselves up higher. And then I'll be back with a tool for the week as well. And then we have that song with Amy and Gary. So keep your eyes open. Let's go. Here we are. It's still me right here talking to you. We're going up, up, up. We're rising above. We're looking at the beautiful water, the beautiful earth that holds us, the water of life, the river of life, the beautiful opportunity to grow, expand, and see that as we walk through this new portal, this new doorway to a higher consciousness, to a greater paradigm of equality and equanimity, it may be rocky. It may look difficult, like it's hard terrain to walk through, but just as we know, right around the bend is the light calling to us. That beautiful star that shines down on us, giving us life, calling us forward into the greater and higher self that awaits. And we know that these times can be challenging and difficult, and yet we also feel that call, that pull toward learning, toward walking through those harder times, those deserts, those dark nights of the soul where we really, really need each other. We hold each other's hands as we walk through this desert, and we know that right around the corner, waits that river of life to feed us, to grow us, to give us life. We say thank you, God. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, Earth Mother. Thank you, Sky, Father Sky. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We live in the gratitude and we say, Amen. So the tool for this week is be aware and share. Be aware. Be aware of the good that's happening and share it. Point out what is happening that is good. Let us, as light bringers, bring awareness to what's happening that's shifting us into a better place. Let's do that together. And let's also call out the bullshit when we see it, okay? When we see people saying all lives matter, be kind and explain why that's not the right thing to say. Explain, learn, educate yourselves. I'm educating myself more and more and more. So, upcoming here is the month, again, is innovation. The theme is, and I encourage you to get this thing called Life. If you have read it, let's read it again. Next week, we're going to be connecting and directing our energy even further and even deeper. This means the world to me this week. I feel a healing going on. To quote my brother, Jamie Lula, there is a healing going on, and we feel it, and we know it, we honor it, we name it, we claim it, and we hold the ones that we love so close to us, and we tell them, I love you. And so right now I say, I love you. And now I'm so excited to premiere this song for you. You probably haven't heard it because it's a new one that they wrote. It's Amy Bishop and Gary Lynn Floyd with a brand new piece. And this is a wonderful way to end this service, to enter your day with some light heart. And remember to just enjoy yourself. Find that joy. Let's just I know that we're all sad, and I keep staring at the news and I get so terrified and sad and scared. And I realize, you know what? I have to balance this with some joy. I have to, because there's so much to be joyful for. So much. Thank you. One step at a time. Here we go.
Gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Leave behind what's weighing me down, wash away what's holding me back. My heart is falling, face forward, feet on the ground, living in this courage I've found. The sky is calling, gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Leave behind what's weighing me down, wash away what's holding me back. My heart is falling, face forward, feet on the ground, living in this courage I've found. The sky is calling, gonna climb this mountain, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. Gonna climb this mountain, won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. No doubt about it, I won't stop till I get to the top, one step at a time. One step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time.
Love you. House of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, take us to the place where we can be just who we are. And it's alright in the house of love and light. House of love and light. Amy, open up the door to the place where we walk by faith and not by sight. Through the house of love and light. House of love, the house of love and light. The house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. If we get this right, we'll make the world a house of love and light. House of love and light. House of love and light.